Right then, wow, okay, so I wake up to a brand new Predator trailer. This was a TV spot that was played during the NBA finals, and Nick from the Hybrid Network managed to capture it, and so did a few other people on YouTube and such. And this is a pretty important trailer to kind of capture and take a look at and break it down. Again, there's not really much to break down, but what we do see is the big bad of the film. This is the genetically modified 10-foot tall predator known as Upgrade. And this is why in other markets it's actually called Predator Upgrade, because of this particular predator. Now, when we're looking at this from just a perspective of story, we now can see that the predator that was going up against Boyd Holbrook is the captured predator. It's the predator that they were testing on, basically. And from here, as he attacks Boyd Holbrook, the 10-foot tall genetically modified predator pulls him through a window. It looks okay. It's difficult to really make out the quality of the CG involved here, because this creature it's not a man. It's a CG. It's a CG implementation into the film. So it's difficult to kind of really get a good look at how it's flowing, how it moves, and just overall the quality of the work involved. It's an imposing creature, for sure. I won't knock it for that. It is a massively imposing creature. It seems to have lots of red accents running through it, and aside from that, doesn't look too different. And this is the creature which has been genetically modifying itself to the point of it not having to wear a mask at all. So I would have liked to see something maybe a little bit more distinguishable for it. It is massive. It looks great in motion, and it's good to see it smashing another predator to pieces. But that's about it, really. There's not all that much to comment on outside of that. It looks good. Aside from this, we get a little bit more sense of the story. A ship crashed over New Mexico. They then learn, obviously, that, due to equipment, it tracks its prey, and obviously historical records of this as well. We get a little bit more of an interaction with the crazies. That's what they're dubbed, the veterans in the bus. This is the Boyd Holbrook's crew of gun-toting, PTSD-ridden vets. Again, that's not me saying that. That is actually part of the story. And potentially a gruesome death, or what I would imagine will be a gruesome death, is you can see one of the characters there being held up high by what we can assume is the captured predator. There's some clever editing tricks in this trailer. We see Boyd Holbrook obviously turn, and we see the face of a predator. That's not how it's going to happen. That's very unlikely. That's just an editing trick. But all in all, it looks good. It's kind of getting me a little bit more hyped, but not massively. One thing I will say is that if we're just looking at the Upgrade predator on a whole, you couldn't see too much weaponry on him. He doesn't have a plasma caster, a shoulder cannon, but if you look in his wrist, you can see what appears to be a form of blades, but they're not wrist blades, and I'll kind of zoom in on it. You can kind of see it here. So that's quite interesting. Not overly sure what that is or what purpose that will serve. From the leaked script that I've got, doesn't seem to indicate too much with respect to these, but it's an interesting design. I am very, very keen to see how a fully CGI predator looks in a film, because this will be the first time it's ever happened, and that's an interesting concept to kind of take forward and just see and gauge and judge. But guys, I want to ask you, what do you think of it? If you haven't seen it, I will leave a link down below in the comment section so you can go and take a look at it. Quality's crap, but it's recorded off of TV, so it is what it is. But what do you think? What do you think of the Upgrade Predator? Like I say, it's fully CG, and because the quality is not that good, it's very difficult to see what it's actually going to look like. Again, we get those words in the trailer, the hunt has evolved. So again, pushing towards the evolution of the Predator franchise. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing remains to be seen. But guys, if you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date on all Predator and pop culture news, movies, etc. I've rambled for too long. I have been Mr. H, and I will catch you in the next video.